everyone, this is Andrea from Telegraphy and Tarot. Thanks for coming to my channel. So today we're going to do a quick read, a pick a card. We have two piles, pile 1 and 2. This will be 1 and 2. And if you need a gemstone to pick your pile, I have a Lapis Lazuli. We'll put that on pile 1. And a Labradorite heart. Oops. So pick your pile. You can pause the video. You can watch both if you prefer. And we'll get to see what your reading is. So we'll see what message you have from Spirit. And I'll see you at your pile. Hi, pile 1. So you picked this Lapis Lazuli gemstone. This is from Afghanistan. Your oracle card is waterproof. And I'll read this to you at the end to see how it pertains to your reading. Waterproof. And your affirmation card is, today I am powerful. Today I know that I have the power and wisdom to accomplish everything I choose to do. Great card. Let's pull the mood and some life happens cards. Let's see. This week will be a very quick read. Okay, Spirit, this is for pile 1. What do they need to know right now about this waterproof? To me, waterproof means protection. And this bird has water like beading off of him. Like when you put windshield wipers on your car. So we have forgive and fed up. Okay, these are your two cards that came out. Forgive and fed up. Life happens. Okay, Spirit, life happens. Masculine energy. Let's get one more. Truth. Okay, we're off to a good start. Somebody has questions why at the bottom of the deck, and somebody wants to reveal the truth. Okay, and I'm going to just pull a couple of these, and then we'll get to tarot. Okay, Spirit, what message do they need to know? We have waterproof, forgive, fed up, masculine energy, truth, and why. I just saw that twin flame energy. In my last reading, it was a twin flame reading. And so I'm wondering if we're talking about the masculine's energy. Whoa, party external. I don't know if you saw how that flew out. Okay, so Spirit's going to let us know what's going on here. This is a party external energy. I see 3 people. There's air at the bottom of the deck, which is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It doesn't have to be, but I'm just putting that out there. Okay, let's see what Spirit wants you to know. What does pile 1 need to forgive? Wow. Page of Wands. I'm going to lay these out first. What also flipped was the 2 of Swords. Five of Swords. Wow. Okay, so what I'm seeing at the bottom of the deck is strength. And you're going to need strength to forgive somebody, okay, for what's happening here. This is like this crow who has waterproof. They're waterproof. You know, they can fly through the air in the rain and they'll still be able to fly. Very strong, protected bird. So we'll read what the meaning is in the book, but it's saying here that you're going to need strength. I'm noticing the crow sitting up here facing this lion. They seem to be friends, right? So what's happening here is you're going to need strength for something. There is some truth that's going to be revealed here. It's talking about the masculine energy, okay? You may learn something new. There might be questions that you have to learn about. There's going to be someone letting you know of the truth, or the truth will be revealed here. This has to do with third party or external. We'll see if we can get external influence. We'll see what that is, if we can get a little more. But right now, this Page of Wands is a message that could be received. It's a message of passion, like a passionate message. Someone coming towards you, expressing their passion. To me, this is also somebody leveling up here. Where somebody follows a passion that they have, they want to level up. To me, this is my level up card. It could just mean a message. You receive a message. And this message may have brought sadness to you, or worry. Okay, you may have worry about this, or worrying about, if this is a relationship and you want, you're hearing, you want to, someone's fed up, but you want to forgive. You're hoping that they do better, but there's worry and sadness around this, okay? You're feeling secure and stable, or you would like to feel secure and stable in this situation. There is a tough decision that needs to be made, or a block, and this is what the challenge is. So either you have a difficult decision to make regarding a situation, maybe to forgive someone, whether you want to forgive them or not, or if you could, it's how you're feeling. Or you're just putting a block on the situation, refusing to see things for what they are. Sometimes it's when someone refuses to see for what it is. Maybe it's the masculine refusing to see it for what it is. Let's just see if we could get another clarifier for this. Yes. Okay, so you have the Ace of Wands and the Seven of Swords. This is clearly telling me that somebody, this masculine may not be, you're not trusting this masculine. Either they're not trustworthy, there's something going on here where with the Ace of Wands for a new beginning. So maybe you're not trusting that they will do the right thing, okay? And you're getting fed up by it. You're worried that they won't improve here in the past, and now you're seeing that maybe they're not improving, okay? This might have happened already, where there was a situation where you were hoping they would improve, or they said they would improve and you were worried about this. However, it looks like currently this challenge is that, for new beginnings and new opportunities, there seems to be some deception in this area. Maybe they haven't done that yet. Maybe nothing's changed yet. And now you have a difficult decision to make. We have the Five of Swords. Yes, and this has to do with communication. So just so you know, there's some action and communication that's coming in. And the Five of Swords has to do with conflict. You can feel conflict now. Okay, this is where there could be a argument. This could be internal confusion, conflict. Like, your heart wants to go one way, and your head is saying to stick it out. Like something is happening here where there's conflict. Okay, this could be actual conflict with your person, or internal. Yes, and this has to do with the Lovers. So this could be someone that you care for very much, your person, or it could be someone here, that you have deep feelings for. It most likely could be a partner. We have the Six of Pentacles, where you feel like, and again, this is with the Four of Pentacles too. It's saying that somebody's not being fair and justice. So this is saying that somebody's not being fair here. There's something that's not fair. Someone's feeling breadcrumbed. And that's probably why you're feeling fed up here, or should you forgive? There is still issue here, and that's why it's a tough decision. You may be refusing to accept it for what it is, right? You may be refusing to see that your person may not be changing, or this person may not be making the changes that are needed. All right, there's still something missing. There's still some lack here, someone feeling abandoned or left out. Someone could be holding back, it could be one-sided, and someone needs to make this final decision to bring a balance into the relationship. Okay, because for some reason there's something that's not balanced, and some truth will be realized here. Okay, and someone's going to need strength. Someone's going to need strength. It's very possible that someone could have learned some news from an outside party, maybe a friend, or you heard, maybe you're hearing something, um, some message. We're going to get a little more, but you need strength. You need strength here. And at the bottom of the deck is the Ten of Swords, which is the end of something. This is being backstabbed, or just the end. At the end, this bird is, you can't get any worse than this situation. Okay, so whatever happens from here on, you could only go up from this situation. You could only go up, and maybe someone is going to need strength for this ending. Okay, this may be you, that you need strength for this ending, to end this situation. You will be victorious here. You will finally get the recognition that you deserve. This is being recognized, respected, victory and success here. Yes, Six of Swords is actually leaving a situation to go to karma waters. If by chance that this interaction where there's a conflict here with your person, and you're just feeling it's getting too hectic, somebody may leave. You may leave it altogether. You may leave the relationship. You may leave to go on away for a while if you need. This could be mentally checking out. Like, you could just be over it and fed up, like the card is suggesting. Regardless of what happens, there is the Ace of Pentacles here. This will bring a wealth to you. This will bring new beginnings to you, okay? Whatever this situation is. And you are going to get a wish fulfillment. So these are really favorable cards. With something that you're going through right now may just seem like you've reached, it's up to you, obviously, to forgive. I believe you did forgive your person already, and they said they're going to do better. And you were worried about this, and now it's possible that they're not doing better. Okay, there might be, you don't trust that they're doing the right thing, or there's some distrust here in some way, dissatisfaction here. This, the Seven of Swords is not trusting someone. Okay, that there's distrust. And so what is happening here, there's conflict, and whether this is your internal conflict to forgive them again, or are you fed up, this may be internal. There is truth that's coming to you, and there's something, this sometimes this could be a third party interference. Could this be another person involved, like a triangle, or could this be something else, someone's partying too much that could be interfering in the relationship? There's something going on here. And regardless of what the turnout is and what your decision is, because this is your decision, this tough decision, all right, you are feeling all these things. You're feeling a disconnect. You're feeling, like there needs to have justice. You need to have the truth here is going to be realized. You have to make a decision, and you know this. And I think, you're going to decide what to do here with the Strength card, all right? Because there's still conflict here, and you may end this situation, whatever this is that's making you feel this way. And whatever it is, and when you put an end to this, there'll be victory and success with this. You're going to have like a wish fulfillment. And Ace of Pentacles is something new and wealthy, whatever wealth means to you. If this is a new business, a new relationship, whatever this is, will work out. Okay? That's beautiful. Yes, looking toward the future with the Three of Wands. So I'm going to read you this card, which is waterproof, and it's card number 53. And the card says, crow feathers have a greasy protective coating that prevents water from getting through to the skin. You too have the ability to create a waterproof exterior. When we are waterproof, We are protected from others' draining emotions that can weigh us down. Being waterproof allows you to experience a storm without letting it hold you back. When we are waterproof, the words, actions, and emotions of those around us do not impact our perception of who we are or our self worth. Casual insults, snarky comments, and emotional vampires don't bother someone who is waterproof. Being dragged into someone else's drama can take an emotional toll and leave you feeling waterlogged. But when you are waterproof, you can be a good listener and a shoulder to cry on without absorbing their emotions, leaving you free to support others in need. Waterproof asks you to create a barrier between the feelings of others and yourself when inner strength is needed. Beautiful, beautiful reading, Pile One. Okay, Pile One, that's your reading. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe because it really helps my channel. I'll see you again. Until next time. Hi, Pile Two. You picked this Labradorite heart, and this is your oracle card. It is gifts. And I'll read this to you at the end to see how it pertains to your reading. Your affirmation card is, today I feel worthy. Today I will accept all the wonderful things in this life. It's a great card. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is pull a mood to get the overall energy. Okay, Spirit, this is for Pile 2. What is the overall energy? What is the overall energy for Pile 2? Slow down. And shadow work. Okay, I don't know if you're familiar with that term, shadow work. At the bottom of the deck is unknowing. And that's kind of what I'm feeling. It's like something unknowing here. Like you're unaware of this. Self-confidence. I'm going to leave this out. Okay. Let's pull a little bit of, we'll do life happens. Slow down, shadow work, unknowing, and self-confidence. What do they need to know, Spirit, about gifts? I feel like someone's been doing a lot of internal work on themselves lately. Okay. Trying to, maybe they're doing a lot of research or reading or meditating or just trying, to be nice, doing different, looking at themselves and trying to improve certain things about themselves. Desperate. Move on. And two-faced. Interesting. And someone's being very hopeful. There's change at the bottom of the deck. Gifts. Interesting. We have masculine. This is so incredibly similar to Pile 1. Pile 1 from a different deck got the masculine energy card. Okay. Comfort zone, south node clinging, and integration union. So there's something going on here that Spirit's trying to tell us in both piles. Yes, there's something toxic here. Toxic, bound, and patterns, okay? And like I said, someone's trying to do better here. Someone's trying to improve themselves, um, to do better. Okay. Now the two-faced is interesting. I'm looking at this two-faced, and it's like they have a smile on their face, but there's something behind it that's not clearly the truth of how they're feeling, and it's unknown. So let's do a little bit of tarot and see what Spirit's going to say about this pile too. Slow down, shadow work, unknowing, self-confidence, desperate, and move on from something toxic. Two-faced, hopeful, masculine, comfort zone. Page of Swords. I'm going to lay these out first, and then we'll get to the reading here. So we have the Page of Swords starting it up. This is going to be a very short read tonight. Seven of Wands. Okay, a few more came out. Wow. Okay. We have the Hierophant, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Page of Cups. These are really beautiful that came out together here. So you got a little extra. At the bottom of the deck is the Three of Pentacles, and this is collaborating or working with someone, working together. This could also be like working on yourself, like I said, maybe working with others, collaborating, trying to improve skills, all right, by learning or improving skills in some way, mastering some certain skills, okay? So the Page of Swords, let's get a clarifier, has to do with, let's just see what else we get here with the Page of Swords. Wow, okay. So this is saying, all right, wow, guys. So your cards to clarify the Page of Swords, here's the Page of Swords, you could see it again. You have the Eight of Wands and the Knight of Swords. Wow, wow, wow. So this is talking about some communication or action that's coming in very quickly and fast, okay? Maybe someone's moving fast. Maybe someone wants to come and communicate, speak the truth very quickly. Sometimes with the Knight of Swords, it's very quick and fast, or it could be confrontational, all right? If we're talking about someone who needs to slow down, this is not the energy of someone slowing down. This is completely opposite, okay? This is some action or communication that comes in very quickly, and someone speaking their truth, getting to the truth of the matter. Sometimes it could be research, but I really feel like this is an action or communication that comes in very quickly, that they want to talk. And sometimes it could, they want to speak the truth, or they want to come out, and it could be confrontational, okay? Or just very quick. They want to get this really quickly, they want to talk about this really quickly here. What's interesting is that Two-Faced is right underneath this card, but let's see what that's going to talk about. There's some communication that's coming in. Let's see. What do they want to talk about? Something sad here with the Nine of Swords, something they're worried about, someone's sad, someone's losing sleep. So this may bring some sadness here. This could be an impulsive conversation, okay? Maybe someone's upset and sad, and they said something that was, that made someone sad. It was just very, forward and front conversation that happened very quickly. So the Two of Wands is making a choice, making a decision. Okay, so this is the Two of Wands, and it's about making a decision, finding the right path. Now with the Seven of Wands here, The Seven of Wands has to do with you standing your ground about something, standing tall and standing your ground, defending something that you believe in, okay, and standing tall here. Sometimes it could mean like gossip, but I don't think that that's what's happening. Somebody needs to make a decision and stand their ground and stick to it, okay? Yes, it's about a passion that they have, something that you want to go forward with. It may have to mean that you're leaving somewhere, to maybe you're traveling, maybe you're going over water, maybe you're moving or leaving a situation. With the Six of Swords is when something gets hectic, or this person came maybe very abruptly towards you. You had to run and leave to go to calmer waters. Okay, this is what it could be talking about. I do see that they want to reunite with you. Okay, pile two. There's a lot more cards on the table now because my video died and I lost the data. And I don't know why this keeps happening. So I'm going to speak quick. So I do believe that you may have to leave. You may consider leaving a place or leaving a situation, okay, for this passionate decision that you want. And there's something that, happened quickly that made you sad, okay? There's some action or somebody's action or some words that were had that made you sad, okay? So what I'm seeing now is the future here is the Nine of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles is someone who can do things independently. Okay, this also can mean having success on your own here, doing something on your own. All right. And what I'm seeing is, and I know you didn't see all these cards come out. What I'm seeing is that there's a decision of a commitment that someone makes. Now, whether you're looking toward commitment for this union, or this is just you committing to making the decision to do something on your own here, okay? And what I'm seeing, this goes on the end. We had this first. Oh my goodness. You had the Page of Cups, and the Page of Cups is a message that comes to you that's a surprise. So either you express the message, an expression to someone that may be a surprise, expressing your feelings, or they could express something to you, okay? And what it looks like to me, the cards that came out, we're looking toward the future, okay? You were looking toward the future, and I notice this is someone looking toward the future, waiting for the right time to, look toward the future. It's like you made a decision and now you're going to move forward with your decision to make the action. And what I'm noticing here is this star, or you're keeping hope in a situation, because there is something toxic here that you want to remove yourself from. Okay? What I'm seeing is it's something that you wanted, something that you invested in, something that you work hard for and see the rewards. Okay? What I'm seeing is that you're going to need patience here. There's some patience that's needed and required from you. Okay, this could be healing. Maybe there's going to be some healing after this situation. I do see that there may be a breakup or a decision to take a break. Okay, this is a heartbreak, and the Four of Swords is recuperating from it, and that's what I think you need the patience for. That's why Spirit may be telling you to slow down and keep, to heal and find a balance right now until, you recuperate from this. It's saying to keep your walls protected with this Nine of Wands. Keep yourself protected. Keep your boundaries up. All right. Work on your self-confidence here. And what it's saying is, I don't know if you saw pile one, but you might want to look at pile one, which the bird, the crow on the oracle card was waterproof. I kind of feel like these piles are related to each other. And you are going to find some truth to the matter here with the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords is truth and victory. And I'm sorry I'm rushing because I don't want the video to cut me out again. But you're going to wind up tall with this King of Pentacles. you're going to wind up standing tall, secure, and stable. So whatever this is, where you were feeling, that you had to move on, and it may be a sad movement, maybe a sad decision to move forward. Okay, whether you're the masculine or leaving a masculine, you're going to wind up having clarity and truth, and realize, have success with this decision that you make, and you wind standing tall here, like this King of Pentacles. Okay, and what I'm noticing in this King of Pentacles and how it ended was the star, the same star that was in the Temperance here. And I feel like it was just a sign. Look how much bigger this star is, and it's saying to be hopeful. Okay, to be hopeful in this situation. All right, and have the confidence that you're going to get through whatever this is. And stand tall and come out standing tall. So there might be a separation. There might be some heartbreak here, but you're moving on from this toxic pattern here of this union, um, and and you're going to stand tall, okay, in this whole situation. So whatever this was, I think you're going to stand tall in it. I'm right now going to read you your card, which is Gifts, number 21. And the card reads, when I would discover a foreign object on my apartment balcony, my heart would sing. And one time my gift arrived in the form of a bright green cap, and another time it was a very long stick. Crows express gratitude and appreciation when they feel a connection with a human. And Gifts asks that you take a moment to recognize a connection and make someone's day by dropping off a gift. Gifts come in all shapes and sizes. Not everything needs to be shiny or valuable. Sometimes a gift is simply a smile or someone holding the door for you. Gifts during a reading may appear as a reminder to be grateful for all the good things that have happened during your situation. Just like crows dropping off a bottle cap as a loving gesture, the universe sends us gifts every day. All it wants in return is to know that they are appreciated. Imagine if you gave someone a gift and they didn't acknowledge it. You might think twice before giving them another. Now think about when you give someone a gift and they are appreciative. It makes you want to give them another one. The universe is just like that. Gifts is simply a reminder to say thank you, so that the universe will continue sending you more. Love that. I think that's a beautiful message, Pile 2. I think what's happening here is you're doing some work on yourself. And, there's a situation you're in that may be toxic with this union that you're with here. And you're going to find the confidence to move on, and not stay in a situation because it's comfortable, or because you're used to it, whether this is a job or a person leaving a person or a partnership. Have the confidence to work on yourself and move forward, and work on your abundance here. Okay, it may hurt a little bit to make these changes, but what a rewarding. You're going to wind up like this King of Pentacles, very wealthy in emotion, your stability, and financially, if this is a financial reading. Okay, Pile 2, thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. It really helps my channel. And I hope you liked it. I'll see you again. Until next time.